7. The delta is about effort, right? So what are the main characters doing? So the main characters here, what's basically happening here is we have a lot of buyers, right? And there's a lot of buyers, and there's more actual aggressive buyers and aggressive sellers. Now notice how I'm using the word aggressive. There are a lot more aggressive buy orders hitting the ask than aggressive sell orders hitting the bid. Now we have that as a theme, right? That is the theme. So the main characters here are basically telling you a story, and the story is very simple to understand. These are the main characters of your story. A lot of aggressive buyers, a lot of aggressive buyers. Now what's interesting here, if we take a look at this red candle, this bearish candle, yes, it's a bearish candle, yes, it's a red candle, but what was at the top of this candle, right? This is what you want to train your eye to see. The delta is by far the most powerful concept once you have your key level correct. So if you're a New York session trader or a London session trader and you're using fair value gaps or any other ICT concept, I want you to take that knowledge and combine it with the order flow. Because when you combine it with the order flow, you can actually start to, number one, read what matters, and number two, actually understand the story at your zone, whatever you're trading, right? That's why I'm trying to sell you an order flow, because order flow can take whatever you're doing and it can add the knowledge of the main characters to give you the moral of the story, which is ultimately what you want to do. So 2 for 131, what does that mean? Well, the delta there is 129 aggressive. Well, the difference between the aggressive buyers and sellers, 129. Massive positive delta means there's lots of effort. There's lots of effort, right? There's more buying effort in this region. But look what we end up having. Not only do we break below the zone, we actually break below our initial break line over here, right? So the question I have for you is, were these buyers successful? It's that simple, right? Were these buyers at 10:06, 10:07, 10:08, 10:09, 10:10? We had these buyers over here. Even here, we had 0 for 90, right? I've made lots of videos on this. Finished auction. Think about what that means from a buying and selling perspective. What does 0 for 90 actually mean? Well, 0 aggressive sellers, and there's 90 aggressive buyers. That's in this region here, this region, and then this region, right? So were these buyers actually successful? These aggressive buy orders, even the row underneath, 175 for 325, right? That's a huge positive delta, hence why it's highlighted in blue. Now, the advantage is using the ATAS or general footprint charts, delta footprint charts, is it shows you the delta outliers, right? So these kind of dark blue boxes here, dark blue, dark blue, dark blue, these are delta outliers, which simply represent a large